If this was a sensible review, it would go something like this. The BMW X3 is a fantastic car and you should probably get the 2-liter diesel because it's almost perfect the end. But this isn't a sensible review and this isn't the most sensible car. This is the BMW X3 M40i with BMW performance parts. It's a 285 kilowatt 6-cylinder howling SUV and it starts at around 1.4 million. This one here in this fantastic grey goes for around 1.5 million and that is Porsche Macan money. So, what do you get for your Porsche Macan money? That is not slow. That is not slow. 100. 4.62 seconds to 100 for an X3 SUV that's not even the M model. Oh, what are these cars becoming these days? So what's changed? On this facelifted version, you've got the latest in BMW technology here on these lights. You've also got an updated bumper over there and updated grille. Now, what BMW have done with this facelift is made sure that the M performance parts now make the car look like an X3M. And judging by the way people have been staring at this one, I think it's worked. Even this giant 21-inch diamond cut wheel was first found on the X3 and M4M, and this one over here even has adaptive suspension as well. So now let's talk about what's new on the inside. The new X3 comes fitted with a 12-inch screen in the center over here, and the old X3 actually had an analog dial set in front here. This one now has the new digital cockpit from BMW, which has the rev counter going the wrong way. I really wanted to hate it, but just like with most things these days, it's grown on me and now I love it. The 8-speed gearbox in this car is absolutely perfect and perfectly mated to the 285 kilowatt engine. BMW have had plenty time to experiment with this engine in various guises, and in this gearbox with this car, it works really well. Oh, the how. The how. Oh, and that sound there, ladies and gentlemen, was the fuel valve. And that brings me to my conclusion on the BMW M40i. You see, the M40i has one major drawback, and that is fuel consumption. You see, if you were wanting to save fuel, you'd just get the 2-liter diesel. But if you wanted a little bit of a performance car, you'd have to get this one. And with this one comes a massive, massive fuel bill at the end of every trip. But at 1.5 million rand, is that typical consumer going to care? If they do care about fuel consumption, do as I mentioned earlier in this video and just get the perfect 2-liter diesel.